doing, everyone? Welcome back to Serene Madness. I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my place, a tour of my place. And lately, this whole past week, I have been in the throes of ripping my place apart, and because I've had construction done. To that, behind that door is my mechanical closet that has my AC and everything in it, and they've replaced my AC, my heater, and my hot water heater, and so everything's in there now, and everything's cool, everything works, and it's partial storage too. So I got that done. So we decided, me and Mama Madness, that we wanted to kind of turn this living room back into a living room again, and because it's been one big giant mess of everything gets done in this room, including all of my junk, all of my workbench, my shop, so to speak, where I do everything. And so this is where I do everything right here. And there's my my computers over there, and there's my workbench right there where I make everything. And then what used to be in that space was my cabinet with all my tools and everything in it, and it has my bench grinder and my buffer on top of it, and I also have a tumbler that sits on top of it as well. So basically what I'm going to do is all of this, from pretty much here on, is going down in the front hallway, and the front hallway, the entryway, is now going to be my new shop, and I'll show you that in a second, what I'm doing down there. And basically what's going to go along this wall is my computer, and everything's going to stay where it is, and it's going to get reworked, and I'm doing a double monitor system now. There's going to be new routers, new networking. We have 3 PCs and a laptop that's going to be all networked together. We all have our own PC, and then we all share a laptop. So it's all going to get networked together and everything. And what else? I have a ton of DVDs. And right there is my wall display of a lot of my DVDs. And that's just a mishmash of like media. I have classic VHS tapes and all DVDs, and then I have some leftover CDs up there for my CD collection. That whole right side right there, from top to bottom, used to be full of CDs, and I sold them all, and I kept the ones on the top. Actually, the second shelf down is all CDs that I made, and movie discs that I made. And then there's my skull collection and everything, and little tchotchkes that I displayed. And in that space, there's some orbs. One of my first hobbies was geology, and so those are all stone orbs up there. And I'll show you those in a future video. And that cabinet, not that cabinet, but that drawer thing right there is was originally going to be for tools. Actually, no, it was originally going to be a DVD filing cabinet that I'm making. I was going to be able to pull out 3 drawers, and I was going to make a divider system and categorize all my DVDs and alphabetize them and all that into those 3 drawers. But I realized that all of my DVDs will not fit in that unit. With all of those, and I have DVDs over there. Well, that's what I was going to say. And those binders right there, those big cases, hold about roughly 500 DVDs a piece. So I roughly have, last count, I had over 3,000 movies. So I don't even know how many DVDs I have now. In that top drawer alone, I have stacked in there at least 2,000 DVDs just in that top drawer. Then all of those, and then all of those. So what's going to happen is that 3-drawer unit came out of my kitchen, and that's a lot wider than the other one I just showed you. So that, I'm hoping, is going to hold all of my DVDs. And that's going to get cataloged, and that's going to get, I'm going to paint that and make it really, really nice, turn it into a file drawer with all my DVDs in it, and that's going to sit right there underneath the window. Underneath that window, we're going to get a old bookcase that I trash picked and refurbished. That's in my son's room right now. That's going out here because he's got a TV on it. He's going to get an old printer stand that I had and I refurbished, and that's going in his room. And that's pretty much that. So all of this, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I wanted to show you a before and after. So I think this will be part 1, and then I'll do a part 2. I'll do before and after, so this will be part 1. So, oh, and so there's my 55 right there. With my Atari 2600 and my son's Xbox. And there's my black roll top desk. That is going to go right there underneath those pictures. And so that's all going to be nice. And this is just going to be this is going to be turned back into a living room. Over there in the corner, actually the DVDs are going to go right there, the DVD unit. Oh, somewhere over there. And then over in the corner, I'm going to park my power chair over in the corner. And then it'll also double as an extra seat in here when somebody needs to sit in it. It needs a place to sit. So I'm going to pause this, and then I'll take you down the hallway, and I'll show you where everything's going to, where the new stuff's going to go, where everything's going to go. Okay, now we're in my hallway. Here's the mechanical room, right here. And here's a bunch of pictures and stuff. This is my front hallway. And as I go down, hold on, it's going to get shaky. That's my kitchen. And here's the front entryway. It's good size. Here's that cabinet that used to be in my living room. There's my kitty, Travie. Travie. Yeah, she's not happy. Got some box of steel right there that I'm going to make knives from. So sitting on top of this cabinet, inside there has tools and stuff. And that's all going to get emptied out and reorganized. I have a tumbler right there. And then I have a bench grinder with a buffer on it. That's staying there. And then this is the main part. And along this wall, right here, let me zoom out. There's the front door. It's a power door too, check it out. I have a button on my wheelchair and I hit the button. It opens the front door. There's my cat. See the construction worker guys here. So that's my front door. It'll automatically close and open. It's a power door. And then here's my power chair that sits in the hallway right now. And along this wall right here is where my bench is going to go. Right this way. And then right behind the door and right below that stupid little window that's useless is going to go that little tiny drawer thing that I showed in the other room that I was going to use for my DVDs, and that's going to be like paint cans and like chemical stuff, like that kind of thing, paint cans and that stuff, Dremel things and that kind of stuff's going to go in there. Tools overflow. So there's a big closet right here. Try to get out of my way. Come on, move. Alright, it's going to get shaky again. So, this is all going to go. That's all my garden stuff. There's my kitty. This is all going outside in a little bit because it's getting warm outside. There's some books that I'm giving my nephew. And so this is my storage closet, or my front coat closet. and all my stuff is in there now, and I reorganized it. So I'll show you that in the maybe part 2. Yeah, I'll show you that in part 2. And I have all my paracord stuff, all my sheet making stuff. Everything's all boxed up and organized and labeled and everything, so I know where everything is and I can get to everything. And there's some material, some pin rods and stuff. So over on this wall, back to this wall, I have this little wall right here, and right along this wall I have a little shelving unit. Actually, if you can see it over there, that little tiny shelving unit right below the lamp is gonna go right here on this wall, and I'm gonna turn that into a tool rack so I can just grab tools. And then that larger shelving unit that's right there used to be an old toy bin. It used to have bins to it, and it was had my niece's toys in it. And she gave me that when she didn't need it anymore. She wasn't using it. So I'm going to convert that into shelves, and that's going to get bolted to the wall right here, right above my bench, and that's going to have whatever I need to put there. Then there'll be some shelves up there, and some more shelves up there, and then there'll be shelves up there too, right above this. Wolverine's going to come down. That's going to go in my son's room. There's Wolverine. I picked it up at a comic book show. It's signed by the artist that made it. And this little space, I might do some shelves, some shallow shelves, to like display knives and stuff that I've made, that kind of thing. So it's going to be all cool. And I'm thinking about maybe hanging some images or some stuff, some prints or something on some 8x10 prints on the door. Some like really cool, like mechanical schematics or something on the door. And somewhere in here I'll also I'm thinking about putting up a sign like the Serene Madness laboratories or something, I don't know. Serene Madness knife and tool or something, I don't know. Somewhere in here, maybe up there above that. But this will be cool. So hope you enjoyed that. I also have coming up I'll show you my Hall Vision where I keep all my cool stuff, my knives and everything. I'll show you that. I'll do an update on that. So I know it's a little long, but I wanted to get all of this in before I redo everything because it's going to be boss. I'll end with my cat, Travi. There she is. She's awesome. Find your Serene in Mad World. I'm out.
I just fucking shot myself.